Welcome to the course selection video for the 24-25 school year. Our agenda: an overview of the BHS course selection process and our timeline, how students can maintain a healthy balance, making informed course selections, how to select your courses on Infinite Campus, and next steps. Now our BHS course selection process and timeline. On November 20th, teachers reviewed their recommendations in class and talked about the options students have for the upcoming school year. From November 22nd to December 3rd, students can enter classes in their academic planner to pick their classes for next year. Use teacher recommendations, the course guide, department flowcharts, and other information available in this presentation to make your selections. A video on how to select your courses is on slide 22. After you put in your selections, you will review those selections with your counselor in an individual meeting. Freshmen, this meeting will take place in December in their PE classes. For sophomores, this meeting will also take place in December in your PE and health classes, and then individual meetings will be scheduled with juniors in January. And after you meet with your counselor to review your classes, your course selections will be made public to families and students in February, and students can request course changes through the end of February, and after that, no changes are allowed, and the master schedule is set. Here's the timeline once again. Again, on the 20th, an email will go home to families detailing the course selection process. Teachers will also share their course recommendations with students at that time and talk about the course options for students for the upcoming school year. From November 22nd to December 3rd, the Infinite Campus course selection portal is open for students to enter their classes. On November 28th, 29th, and 30th, counselors will be presenting to students in English classes to explain the course selection process. And then on December 3rd, the course selection portal closes at 11:59 p.m. On December 6th and 7th, counselors meet with sophomores in their PE and health classes to review course selections. And on December 11th and 12th, counselors meet with freshmen in their PE classes to review their course selections. And in January, counselors will host individual course selection meetings with their junior students, and they will reach out to those juniors with their appointment times. Of course, it's most important that students maintain a healthy balance. There's so much going on right now for our students that we really want them to take into account their interests, what they have going on in their school day, and how they can really maximize the success in their classes. So as you can see in this slide, there's so much going on. There's limited time during the school day, so really maximize that time in school by selecting those classes where you can be successful and challenged, but not overwhelmed, where you can really pursue your interests and do the things that you really want to do to work towards your post-high school goals. Most students have 5 courses, a PE class, a lunch, and 1 open hour and elective to complete their 8-period day. And again, it's important to prioritize your personal wellness to maximize your academic success. It's easy for students to select all the hardest possible classes, but we see students really being most successful when they have a balanced schedule that allows them to pursue their interests while still having time to enjoy their time as a high school student and do things outside of school as well and pursue their interests outside of school. To be eligible for an IHSA co-curricular or athletic activity, students must be passing 5 classes. When looking at AP, dual credit, or honors classes versus taking regular classes, students should remember they need to be appropriately challenged but not overwhelmed. That healthy balance is key. That's where students can really maximize their success both in the classroom and outside of the classroom. Appropriate placement is key. Making informed course selections. Here's our BHS graduation requirements: 4 years of English, 3 years of math, 2 years of science, 2 years of social studies including a U.S. history class for a full year, and 1 semester of civics or AP U.S. government. For physical education, meeting 1.75 credits over their 4 years, taking 1 credit of elective, 1 semester of a consumer ed class to meet that requirement or a full year, and then 1 semester of health. Students need a total of 20.5 credits to graduate from BHS, and they must take a minimum of 6 classes to be a full-time student. PE counts as a class, but lunch does not count as a class. Making informed decisions. As you're looking to pick your classes for next year and looking at your high school plan, reflect on your daily commitments to maintain wellness and balance. Research your interest in post-secondary plans. Talk to trusted adults, your family, your parents, siblings, teachers, your school counselor. How do you want to fill your day? And then use all the resources at your disposal to make these decisions. Using the BHS course guide. Read about your options. Review prerequisites and course weights. Use the department flowcharts, pathways to guide your choices. And review additional resources shared in the course selection email sent home on November 20th and on slide 18 of this presentation. You can find the course guide on the Barrington High School website, and the PDF of this presentation is included in the email, and you can click on this link to find the course guide. The Career and Technical Education booklet is linked here. Here you can see the English department flowchart, and the courses are linked here from 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. We also have a math flowchart that you can follow to look at the options available to you as you progress through your math track. That is also linked here. And finally, the science flowchart is linked here, and you can see the different options available to students. There are a wide range of options, and again, look at what you want to do over your 4 years, figuring out your 4-year plan that's going to meet your needs, because we do have a lot of options available to you here at Barrington High School, and we want you to take advantage of that. Here are some additional resources to help you with the course request process. We have a link to the interactive BHS course guide, and also a video on how you can navigate the course guide. We have your 24-25 course selection worksheet. We have course request handouts for freshmen, sophomores, and juniors. We have the BHS Career Exploration website, the Harper Dual Credit Explanation document, a link to Naviance, and again, use those teacher recommendations and those conversations with teachers to inform your decisions as you select your classes. Specifically on selecting courses on Infinite Campus, we use the Academic Planner. That's a digital planning tool that allows students to review teacher recommendations and select the courses they'd like to take. Counselors will be able to use each student's class selections and teacher recommendations to discuss appropriate placement with each student when you meet with your counselor. On this slide, we have a video on how to request courses in Infinite Campus in the Academic Planner. We will also link this video in the email that's sent out to all parents and students, and it will be available on the BHS Counseling website. Be sure to make those selections before December 3rd. And remember, once you save, you are not able to make changes, so be sure you have those courses correct before you hit save. If you do want to make a change after you hit save, please let your counselor know and we can make that change for you. And now our next steps, and a final look at the timeline for the course selection process for the 24-25 school year. On November 20th, teachers went over course recommendations with their students and outlined the upcoming course options that students have in their particular subject area. Then, from November 22nd to December 3rd, students are able to enter their course selections in Infinite Campus in the Academic Planner and take ownership of their course selection for the next school year. Use the course guide, use those conversations with teachers and the information from teachers, use the department flowcharts, and all the other resources in this presentation to make those selections. And again, that's a family decision. Be sure to sit down with your family and make those selections for next year. Then you review those selections and finalize your courses with your counselor in an individual meeting. Freshmen will meet with their counselor in December out of their PE class. Sophomores will be taken out of their PE or health class in December as well to meet with their counselor. And then juniors will have an individual meeting scheduled in January during their lunch or open to meet with their counselor and finalize their class selections. Counselors will reach out to their juniors with that exact meeting time. After that counselor meeting, then course selections will be made public to families and students in February, and adjustments can be made to schedules up till the end of February, and after that, then the course selections are finalized. Thank you for viewing the 24-25 course selection presentation video. If you do have any questions, please reach out to your counselor, and good luck scheduling your classes for the 24-25 school year.